Hi, welcome everybody, it's Mike Newton down here at Liv Golf Academy. This video here we're going to have a little swing tip for you here, and we're going to see how this piece of foam is going to stop your over the top swing action. So as many of you know, swinging from over the top, swinging out to in creates some very big sort of slices or some very big sort of pull shots in your game. So this bit of foam here, we're going to give you some tips on how to cure your swing path. Okay, so I've just had a pupil literally in the studio here for a lesson, and I've used this drill with this particular pupil who maybe suffers from the out to in swing path, and this works instantly. It's something very visual and something that you can then try and get some instant feedback from, which is huge when you're out on the driving range or the practice ground working on this on your own. You may not have video set up there. You obviously maybe not have your coach behind you. You literally are on your own, as most would be when we're practicing. So you need some instant feedback, whether you're doing the right movement or the wrong movement. Sometimes feeling and ball flight disguises that a little bit, whether you're actually doing the right movements or not. So this little drill I'm going to give you here, using this bit of foam, is going to give you some really good feedback and some instant feedback and the right feelings to achieve this swing path here. So talking about over the top swing path, so obviously terminology we hear a lot basically. So if I turn this way to you as a camera, so basically what I mean by this is when we get to the top of that backswing, we see golfers then make the movement of the hands and the handle of the club more outwards, out in front, what we sometimes call over the top there, and obviously that creates a swing path that will go heavily from out to in. Now, depending on what you do with the club face, obviously it can create some very, very different and some wild curving shots as the ball flies through the air. So what I would like you to do here, if you can get hold of a piece of foam like this, ideally I recommend a piece of foam, because if you do hit this, it's not going to damage your clubs or break or anything like that. So piece of foam like this, and basically we're going to position this so it's just outside your golf ball but set back to the back side of the golf ball here. So basically as I present the club down by the golf ball here, we're going to position this bit of foam just and so on the outside of the toe of the golf club. Okay, and this is quite important because you can give yourself a little bit too much leeway here, and you can still actually swing out to in when you actually do this. So if you can get this as tight as you possibly can, running parallel to your target line, then this is going to help massively. And obviously the idea of this is, as you swing the golf club, maybe do this without a ball to start with so you can get some feels for this, but basically as you swing the golf club and you come back down, the idea here is for you not to make contact with that piece of foam. If you do make contact with the foam, then obviously the club has come from the outside and the club head will hit the foam first. The foam will fly down the range or just out in front of you, and you know instantly that's the wrong swing path. That's an outswing swing path. So we need to make some swings here, and it's going to encourage you to keep this handle of the club and this transition of the downswing to keep the club a little bit more behind you, which keeps the head more in as it gets through that impact position. And obviously when you do that, you'll miss the foam, and obviously the ball should fly a lot sort of straighter through its ball flight. So I'm just doing a few swings without a ball to start with. So I'll get my setup position. So the toe is just a little bit of a gap between the toe and the foam, and I'm going to make some full swings. Okay, like that, good. And really get a feel, and obviously make sure that we are missing this piece of foam. That's good, and give me one more. Perfect. Okay, so that feels good. So I'm now going to position my ball into that point, and again, as I present the club down by the ball, I want that small gap in. This is where you've got to be quite disciplined with yourself here, that small gap between that toe of the club and the golf ball, and then we'll give this one a hit. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so instant feedback there. My swing path was much more square, or much more from the inside there, because I did not hit the foam, and the ball actually came out with a very neutral ball flight there also. So let's try that one again. So club behind the ball, just a small gap there, and then obviously we need to try and miss this foam. Yeah, super. Again, nice neutral sort of ball flight, soft little draw, and again that foam is still in position. Okay guys, so have a little work on this. If you suffer from that over the top, maybe some big slice in there, some big pulls in there, then chances are you are swinging sort of out to in. So use this drill. Great drill, very visual, instant feedback, great for when you're on the range. As I said, I've just had some superb results there with a golfer who was actually swinging the club sort of 10 to 11 degrees out to him, which is quite heavy, and we just got him back into a very neutral position, you know, pretty much straight away, and gave him some great feeling, some great confidence, but also some feedback. And he's took a piece of this foam away for him. He's using it on the range, or hopefully he's going to be using it on the range, and you know, he's going to get some instant feedback when he's on his own, which is really, really important through the practice sessions. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a little work on this. If you do, let me know, comment down below, hit the like button, share the video around, and hopefully I'll catch up with you all very soon.